This is the worst way to write a song. So you've tried writing songs and had mixed results. Let me guess. It went something like this. You get an idea, a few words or a phrase that sounds promising, and you mess around with it and come up with a nice tasty line. You know you need a rhyming line, so you play with the last word and come up with a line to finish the first line. So you've got a couplet, two lines that fit together. Now what? Well, obviously you need to finish the song section that you've started, so you do it again, bashing around ideas until you find another line you come up with, and then you perfect rhyme that. So now you've got 4 lines, a pair of matching couplets with similar rhythms and rhymes. So what's the title? What's the song really about? What do I say next? You've got no direction, and you're not even sure if you've written a decent song section. So you do it again for another song section, and this goes on until either you give up or you actually finish the song. You end up with a chorus that you like, a couple of verses that sort of make sense, and the song is okay, but you're not really sure what's wrong with it or how to make it better. This is normal. This is the worst way to write a song, but it's normal. Almost every songwriter starts with the trial and error until I give up or finish method, because nobody explained a better way. It's natural to assume that you start writing at the beginning because that's how you hear songs, right? But it's the worst way to write them. You're making a fundamental mistake. You're choosing a moment in the song and trying to find an idea that fits there. There's an old expression, you can't see the forest for the trees. That means that you can't see the big picture because you're lost in all the details. Let's get you out of the trees and writing from the big picture, because there is a better way. I was writing like that myself. Honestly, it's how I started. But I was guessing my way through the maze of songwriting decisions, hoping to finish before I gave up. It wasn't working for me. What I'm about to tell you was a game changer for my songwriting. Now imagine this. It's a little counterintuitive, but follow me. You start with the big idea or the title and then explore possibilities. But you don't write lines yet. You just write down ideas and fragments. You see, creativity isn't linear. It doesn't work in a straight line. Creativity seems chaotic and sometimes it feels totally random. You can take advantage of this by writing ideas as they come. The trick is not putting them in order right away. In fact, you don't even think about whether the ideas are any good until later. You flip the worst way to write a song around. Instead of working on one spot in the song and trying to find an idea that fits there, you start with the ideas and just write ideas down, brainstorm them. Later, you pick the best ones and decide where to put them in the song. Writing rhyming lines comes after that. Here's the short version of my songwriting process. It goes like this. Brainstorm ideas. Come up with a title, concept, or interesting inspiration. If you've hit on a great line, you've already done this step. This is the change. Then you brainstorm your best song idea for 5 to 10 minutes. Now, stop and go back and edit, choosing the best ideas. Then you brainstorm a story for the song, just ideas. When you've got the pieces, edit them and put them in order. Next, choose which parts of the story go in each song section so you have an outline of the verses and the pre-chorus and the chorus and the bridge. Once I've organized my song and got my forest figured out, it's time to plant the trees by working on the lyrics. I'll work through the song and write a draft and then play with it and improve it before I call it a finished draft. So the difference is you start with your ideas and then you decide where to put them. Does that make sense? Instead of starting at the ground level, buried in the trees, messing around with one single idea, hoping to fit it in, start with the big picture of the forest, the whole song, and then zoom in, write lots of ideas. Toss out the weaker ones, save them for another song. From the big idea, you gradually narrow it down to the best ideas for this song, and then you decide where to put them and how it fits together. You get to choose from more ideas than you need instead of fighting to get that one idea in this one spot. Are you still with me? Good. Here's some of the advantages. Your song is stronger because you've organized your song to follow a story instead of making it up as you go. You don't get stuck when you can't find the next line. You just find somewhere else to work for a while. You stop writing boring, predictable rhymes because you're not trying to jam ideas together just to make them fit. You can also do this with other musical elements. For example, when you're writing a chord progression, instead of starting on the first chord and fumbling around for the next chord and the next chord and the next chord after that, you pick a key and choose some chords and play around with them. Take your ideas and toss them around, shake them up, and find the best combination for this song. Let me say it in a different way. Start with the big idea, brainstorm as many ideas as you can, then choose the best ideas and decide where to put them. Stop trying to write your song in a way that the audience hears it from beginning to end. You'll thank me. This is the process I teach in the Ultimate Songwriting Jumpstart. It's my online songwriting course. If you can play songs, you can learn to write songs with the musical skills you already know. You learn strategies to write the lyrics and the melodies and the chords and the arrangement to your songs. Go from what do I write about to check out my new song. Follow the description link to learn more. If you learn something from this video, like it, and then check out this playlist for more songwriting videos to help you write and finish songs that you're proud of. Thanks for watching. I'm Trevor Dimoff. I transform musicians into songwriters at epicsongwriting.com. Now go write some great song ideas instead of trying to fake your way from the start straight through to the end of a song.